just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jackson on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing is Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Now Herbert following the turnover. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just had an insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Big gain, but a fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Jackson. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 8 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
7-7, our score after one. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here we go on 4th. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have
give the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
For sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this is caught by Williams.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. Here's Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. There's just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score. Ravens 14, Chargers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got Rome taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Well, I Austin Eckler, 75 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. After right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. On Herbert, his third interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. 4 seconds to go in the half. Here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he stopped immediately there.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This throwing window's get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd down and goal. Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take over.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street so I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up, I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good...
When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in a car whip like Indiana Jones.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Shoves him aside. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second and a couple, Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That's something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Drop 50, drop 50.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And Jackson cannot get away. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, and they get off the field.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dobbins on the slant route. And boy, he is very close to a first down from where they're spotting that football. He's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way to the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. But nothing on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
18, right here. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19, White.
Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Okay, great.
They'll run with Sanders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
79 Broncos. 50 Maverick. 50 Maverick.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. We don't see this often. First half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing is Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing is Jackson.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he returns this to the 22. Now Jackson on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The open man here, Renfro. They'll give him 40 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On play action, now Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Another run here with Dobbins. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Now Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Carr. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bolden. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a play fake, Carr. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson, option right, and he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Jackson from the shotgun. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
And you're right, 2 extra DBs out there. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offense. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Carr now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
6-18.
Carr again here on second and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now it's Bolden. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Touchdown, Raiders! Derek Carr fighting his man, Hunter Renfrow. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Raiders 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And
blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the Porsche. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know
it's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Jackson on 1st down.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Jackson targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
James Crochet
from 6 yards away.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. On first down, Purdy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy, he'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception. This drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. The tie at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Uses the spin. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 9, Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. James Crochet with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's always been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Purdy on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving on in the first half, but they'll let they come up empty here and drive it on to quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some space here.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run with McCaffrey into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. That's right on down. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
13.
To throw is Jackson.
That one complete to Crochet.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Crossing route, he finds Likely.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Dobbins again on second down. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A field goal can get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. And it's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Purdy to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for two and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the one and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you want an onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Jackson to throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.